You have items in your craft stash that are neglected and unused, but you can't bear to get rid of them? Welcome to Use It or Lose It, a weekly YouTube series where I'll dive into the products that you have lying around in your craft room and the products I have lying around in mine. After I've created something, I'll decide if I think I'll use it again or if it needs to give up that precious space in my stash, and I hope you'll play along. Hey guys, welcome to Stash Busting Week 2018. I have lots of fun things in store for you all week long, so be sure to check back my YouTube channel each day for a new video, and be sure to join our Facebook group. I will link to it in the video description below. It's called Crafty Use It or Lose It. Let's jump in. Hey guys, it's Jen, and I have a fun Crafty Use It or Lose It challenge for you guys this week. So I have been going through my stash, getting rid of things. You know, if you've been watching, that I've been loving using little bits and pieces of my scraps throughout my projects lately. And so here's what I want you to do. I want you to go through your stash. I want you to find a bunch of products that are almost gone or that have been there so long that if you don't use it, you might never use it. I'm going to show you what I've pulled out, and then this week is that's what I'm going to work with, just to play with some stuff. I just wanted to do some stuff for me. This sounded like fun, and so that is why I'm doing this. I want to start by showing you the larger things that I pulled. So first of all, I have this chipboard set. This is an old Maggie Holmes. No, this is crepe paper notes and things. So this is even older. This is actually thinner than their normal chipboard that they have now. But you can see I've used a lot of it. There are just a few pieces left. I want to use this or lose it. It's just taking up room in my stash. If I don't use these pieces, they've been sitting there for so long. They're still super cute. I'm going to get rid of it if I don't use it up. Same thing with this. This is a Maggie Holmes chipboard set. You can see it's been through the ringer a little bit. Still all cute pieces that I just haven't used, so I need to use it or lose it. This is an old basic gray sticker sheet that I want to try to get used up. I've used a lot of the letters. There are still some vowels left, lots of O's, some E's and A's, so I think I can still get some words spelled with this, and I am going to actually I'm going to pull it out right now. I'm going to grab a piece of wax paper. This is something I like to do with old alphabet sets, is to go through and figure out what words I can spell that I would actually use. And so I'll put this here so that I can remember to go through these stickers and spell out some words that would be good titles or good subtitles or something like that. You can also always use bigger letters like monograms. You don't even have to use big letters. You could use small letters as monograms for like initials of the people in your photos. So think about that. So those are some things that I pulled. Now some older or other products that are kind of almost used. I have these thickers. I have used them in a Use It or Lose It before about thickers, and I already have these ones in words that I can use, and so I'm going to try to use these up. If I don't use them, they're gone. I have a bunch of other letter stickers as well. I have these mini markets from October Afternoon. I have some Chicken Nitty alphabets. These ones are like coming off weird, and so I just want to use them up or get rid of them. These are huge gold alphabets. I've used a bunch of them, but I want to just try to see what I can use up of those. These are also some mini market October Afternoon stickers I haven't used in forever. I don't use brown very much, so I have these Jelly Bean Soup letter stickers. And then, so those are, I have a lot of letters, but it's kind of like either use these or get rid of them because I just am not using them. So that's what I want you to do. You can pull as much or as little as you want to. This is up to you what you want to pull, but just wanted to show you what I am going to be working with. And also make note of the fact that I'm not worrying about if these things match or not. I'm just pulling random stuff, and that's totally cool, and you can do that too. So this is another thing, this crepe paper here and there collection. I actually used this for a class and used a bunch of the pieces on some of the layouts, but there's just bits and pieces left. And this kind of sticker sheet is something I don't want to keep around because when the stickers come off like this, they start snagging on things, and I don't have the bag for it anymore, so I just want to get these used up. This I do have the bag for, but I've had it around for a long time. I don't have a baby, so I want to go ahead and use well, I do have nephews and stuff like that, but I want to go ahead and use what I can from this and then get rid of it as well. And there's another alphabet here. So those are some good colors for me to work with for alphas, I think. I also have this chipboard set from Illustrated Faith. There's only a few pieces left. I have used a bunch of it. That came in a kit. These are just some thickers, some pink paisley thickers that are from an older Paige Evans collection. It's not super old, but I just, I don't think this kind of style right here isn't really my style. And so I'm going to just try to use these and see what I can get rid of. Same with these. I've used a lot of these stickers, but there's still some left on here. I'm going to show you some fun ways to use up leftover stickers throughout this week. Same thing here. I've got a bunch of stickers used and still just a few left. And then this thicker set, which I've consolidated to one sheet, and these are the things that I've been going through over and over and haven't used yet. So we'll see if I can get those used up. I may make some cards with these items as well, and I will show that to you too. Now, I have pulled a lot of stuff. You can pull less than I did. You can pull more than I did. You can do whatever you want. I like to have options. This is sitting in here in my stash with these numbers, and it doesn't have anything to go in. I've lost some of the numbers. I need to just use that or get rid of it. This is something that I used a few things from and haven't used since. It needs to go. It's been in my stash for a long time. These were monthly puffy stickers from Ellie's Studio. They had all the months of the year and then all the numbers. I didn't use the numbers, so I want to use those or get rid of it. Same with this. This I've just had for a long time. If I don't use it, it's got to go away. This is mostly used up and falling apart, so I just want to get that used. Look, there's one of the basic gray letters stickers stuck to it and one of the numbers. So obviously things are just falling apart. Another letter sticker set that I just want to get used up. These are just stickers that I just don't think I'm going to use. It's hard for me to use multicolored stickers, and so and this style isn't really mine. I have used them, but so I'm either going to try to use them on these layouts or get rid of them. Washi strips I don't really use, but I would like to. So this is something that I have used like one or two things from. Maybe if I put all of this on one page, that would be a great way to use that and not feel bad about it. And then these thickers are just kind of, some of them are my style, some of them aren't. I just want to get rid of them kind of. So I'm just going through my stash and saying, if I were to get rid of stuff and people really wouldn't want it, and if I gave it to them because it's partially used, then those are the kinds of things I'm throwing in this pile. Okay, so I know that's a lot of stuff. Like I said, you could choose more, you could choose less, whatever works for you. I have more things to show you. So this is something that I bought in a kit for super cheap at the My Mind's Eye Warehouse sale, and I love a lot of pieces of this, but I just am not going to it. So I'm throwing it in here in hopes that it will remind me to use these things. And so that's okay too. Same with this. This is just not really my style. I don't really know why I bought this. Do you ever have things like that where you buy it and you're like, wait, why did I buy this again? Because it was a deal? That's not the best reason to buy something. I'm going to flip this over so there's not as much glare. Anyway, sometimes we buy stuff that we don't really need, right? So that's part of the reason why, if you watched my last haul video, I don't think I'm going to purchase any new product in 2018 unless I need it. I do get design team products, and companies sometimes send me things, and that's plenty. I don't need to buy any more than that. So, and I have a lot of stuff in my stash that I want to get used up. This is another one that I just think I got to use it or get rid of it. It's super cute, but it's birthday themed. I offered it to CJ because she makes a lot of birthday cards and she didn't want it. So, or she already has it or something. I can't remember, but I'm going to try to use this up. Again, I might make some cards with these items as well. Okay, so that's all the like bigger stickers and thickers I have. It's a lot. I realize that. Again, you can choose less if you want to. I just felt like I wanted options, and because I'm not choosing things that match, it's nice to have a little bit more. And I can work from this box of stuff for a long time. In fact, if you watch Tuesday Hubbard here on YouTube, she's been doing this empty box series where she just has a bunch of stuff in a box that she's trying to use up. And this kind of reminded me of that. So shout out to Tuesday if she's watching.
Okay. Let me show you some of the other things that I pulled. So this is, I used to belong to the Scraptastic Kit Club back in the day. They're not really around anymore. And I cut some of their cut files, free cut files, on some corrugated paper, which is super cool, right? And it's really cute, but it's just been sitting here waiting for me to use it. So guess what? It's going in this box because I want to get it used. I also have some scraps that are weird offcuts. I like to cut my scraps square, and so if they are weird offcuts, I went through my pink paisley scraps recently and cut up a bunch of stuff. So there's pink paisley, crepe paper. I just did a big project for American Crafts, so I have a lot of American Crafts random little bits and pieces in here too. Oh, this is from something else. This glitter cardstock, which is super cute, but it is glittery and it falls everywhere. And then I have some like cardstock scraps and just a few other random, these are random scraps. I could stick these in my stash, but I just decided to stick them in here because I was cutting them up. So I've got some random scraps, and then I've also got, oh, look, there's another one of the numbers from that thicker set. See why I need to use it up? I am keeping all of it in an iris container, and so I have this craft tray insert that I use. I put a bunch of smaller scraps in this left-hand side, and so these are all scraps right here too. So those I want to get used up. So most of my paper is going to come from scraps. That's great. The other things in here are just totally random. I bought some felt at Hobby Lobby and fussy cut these flowers out of it because I thought it was so cute, and I need to use those. They've been sitting here for months and months, maybe a year, and I just need to use them up. This I bought, well, I think CJ gave it to me, thinking it was washi tape, but it's really just a paper, so it's great for layers. It's super cute. I haven't used it once, and so it's going in here because I want to try to use it. These are from Pink Paisley, not the Whimsical collection, but the one before that. What was that called? I can't remember, but they're really cute, but they're just not something, I keep looking at them, wanting to use them and not using them. And so this is my opportunity to say, hey, use these up. So the other kinds of things I put in here are things that I just don't think I'm going to use. So I'm sticking them in here, and if I don't use them, then they're going away. These wood veneer pieces are from One Canoe too, and I don't know, I'm just not a huge fan of these particular shapes, so we're gonna see if I use them or not, and I'm okay if I don't. This is the last little bit of rub-on sheet that I've gotten here. In here I have this is from the Good Vibes collection from My Mind's Eye. I just showed you the sticker sheet. It's one of those that's cute, but I'm not exactly sure why I bought it. It's very teenagery, and my daughter's having that kind of teenage vibe, so I'm hoping I can do a layout or two about her being a teenager. And a lot of these have just journaling cards on the back, so I think they'll be pretty easy to use. Oops, there we go. So there's that. So that's something I haven't used but need to try to use. And then there are a few things in here also that I love that I want to use right away. And one of them are these little things. I just got these from Studio Calico. They're just 4x4 squares. I think they just say the cutest things, and I think it'd be fun to do a grid pattern. The backs of them are all grids, so they're really easy to use. I'm going to try to use those up. And then also this vellum paper pad from Felicity Jane, I love from the second I got it and haven't used it at all. So I'm throwing that in here as well. So think about the things that you love and haven't used, and the things that maybe you don't love but want to use or get rid of. The other things in here, these are some 4x6 cards from Pretty Little Studio. These are gorgeous, but I just don't think to use 4x6 cards, especially when they're just patterns like this. And I don't do a lot of pocket scrapbooking. So I really should stick these with my paper scraps. That's where I'll reach for them. But I thought I'd throw them in here so I could try to get them used up. They are really pretty. This is a collection designed by Marie-Pierre Capistran, and it's just really gorgeous. And then I have these, which are chipboard buttons, they go with that wedding theme, and so they are kind of themed, but they're not too, so I'm going to just try to see what I can do with those. These are some more things from Pretty Little Studio. They're cut aparts, and so they're hard for me to remember to use, but they're really pretty colors, and so I wanted to throw them in here as well. So again, choosing things that I like, but I forget about. This is another one from that, the Wedding Collection Bliss by My Mind's Eye. These are really pretty. I think if I don't use them now, I need to get rid of them, so we'll see if I do or not. There's one word dream left of this package of words that I had from Maggie Holmes, so I just want to get that used up. These are some butterflies that I thought were cute, but they just sit around in my stash. This is more from that one collection. So if you have a collection that you love and you haven't used one bit, or that you are like, why did I buy this? Maybe throw that in here. Throw multiple pieces from it. This is also from the Bliss collection. I think these alphas are super pretty and super cute, so I really want to use those. There's only one of each letter, so that's something I'm keeping in mind. And then these are puffy stickers from Close to My Heart, which are cute, but I don't know, they're not my super favorite, so if I don't use them up, gotta get rid of them. All right, I promise there's only a couple things left. Now, the other thing that I want you to do, now that you've pulled things that you're like, I don't know, or I never reached for this, I don't know why, let's throw it in here. The last thing I want you to do is pull some things that you're excited about. You need a couple things that you really want to use, or else what's the point of this kit? It's just gonna sit there and you're not gonna wanna use it, but I want you to use it. So I want you to pull a couple things that you have been thinking about or been excited to use, and I will show you those things now. So I have only a couple papers that I'm throwing in here that are full size. This Bo Bunny paper I bought and loved so much. I wanted to fussy cut these clouds. I think they're so cute. The back of this paper is really cute too. Actually, it's just words. This is from their Believe collection, which is a kind of a religious collection. So the back says things like, it says like the names in the Bible and strengthen me and stuff like that. But I love this side. So that's something I really want to use, and it just keeps sitting there. So I am excited to use that. This is something I actually, I had this as a giveaway for something, I think one of the cruises that I did, and I've had it in my stash forever, and I love this, but I just haven't used it, and I just need to use it because I have actually a couple of these. So at the end of this week, I'm going to be doing a big giveaway, and I will try to include one of these kits in that giveaway. But so be sure to watch and participate to be entered to win that. I'll tell you more details as we get closer. But the other thing that I've been wanting to do forever is, I don't know, but for some reason, I love the way these two papers look together. I have kept them together in my stash because I wanted to use them together, and I haven't. So that is something I am going to do this with this kit, is I'm going to use those papers together. And then lastly, I have a bunch more papers from the Pretty Little Studio, and some of them are from that collection that I showed you earlier. Some of them are not, but there's these really pretty transparent papers, and I want to use some of those. And then there's vellum and there's regular papers, so I'm going to throw those in there to try to get them used up as well. And then I have this from Studio Calico that I just ordered. I'm excited to use it. I think it's fun. I want to use it while I still am excited about it. And it's basically just it's like a silver acetate piece that you can put photos behind or whatever you want. So those are the things that I pulled. Again, I want you to make sure that you pull at least a couple things that you are excited to use, because I think that's important. And I reserve the right to go to my stash for any other products that I think I might want to use. I think I skipped over some things in this basket, actually. I know I did. I skipped over this little word lovely. I got that from Studio Calico just recently, so I thought I would just put it in here and get it used. Same with these little bits and pieces. I just got them, and I'm excited to use them. So that's what I'm going to be using this week. So I want you guys to pull together a kit. Not really a kit. Things don't have to match at all. Just pull together some things that you want to get used up, whether it's some scraps, whether it's some things that are mostly used up. Pull a bunch of different things that you want to use. or get rid of, and throw them together, and we're gonna have some fun this week and play around. So that is your first, if you want to play along, that is your first assignment, is to gather together a kit of supplies. And I will post videos. I will be posting in the Facebook group. Be sure that if you're not in our Facebook group, be sure to head over there. I'll leave a link in the video description. It's called Crafty Use It or Lose It. And I may be popping in to do some surprise live videos in there as well, which you can always catch on replay if you're not there when I do it live. And so we're just going to have fun this week, and I hope that you'll play along. And if you do play along, I do have a big prize in store for somebody who is a participant. So thank you so much for watching, and be sure to check back here all week for inspiring
will
projects.
you take up the challenge? Join us on Facebook in the Crafty Use It or Lose It group, and tag your photos on social media, #Crafty Use It or Lose It. Can't wait to see what you create. So, what do you have to use or lose? Leave a comment and you may see it in an upcoming episode. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future Use It or Lose It videos. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again next week.